You are a cultural anthropologist. Okay. You are a PhD candidate. You tell me that in about 2 years you'll be doing your orals and your dissertations and sweating it out.
And sweating it out, right.
At the University of Arizona, Tucson, in the Department of Anthropology. Your book is titled Body Image and Weight Concerns Among African American and White Adolescent Females. This is fascinating. Differences that make a difference. All right, you're on. What were the differences? Tell us. I'll call you Colette until you become a doctor, and then you'll be properly referred to.
Basically, the difference comes down to perceptions of beauty. Our white informants looked at beauty as being something that's pretty static and in a solid, uniform image. Our black informants looked at beauty as being something that's flexible and also went beyond the physical characteristics of beauty. For example, when we asked the girls, after they described the ideal girl, the white girls, would you be friends with this girl? The first felt reaction was, oh no, I hate her. Oh, she's terrible. I mean, they even used the B word.
She's a bitch.
Right, exactly.
Why? Now, this is not about color.
It's not about color.
Right. Well, tell me what would earn a young girl that epithet from a white adolescent female?
Because she represented to them the perfect ideal. What
is that, incidentally?
Well, it's what our culture says is perfect. It's if you have the perfect body and the perfect face, then you have the perfect life, the perfect husband, the perfect everything that goes along with that, and that's something to be envied and competed against.
This is white.
This is white.
What's the size of perfect in the white girl's mind?
Okay, their description was she was about 5'10", 110 pounds, long, straight blonde hair. That was the ideal girl.
So this is Farrah Fawcett when she was
right.
one of the angels, yes.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thin, pencil thin.
Right.
And if you asked a white girl in these studies, you call them informants, that's very scientific, but when the white adolescent girls responded to the question, what would you like to be like? That was pretty much the profile that
the profile, exactly.
And this is Cindy Crawford. These are the runway models,
These are the models that they see, exactly.
Now, okay, when you asked her how she felt about herself, tell us about that.
When we asked them their perceptions of themselves, this was something that they aspired to be, and they could never be this. So therefore, this was something to be competed against or envied.
Yeah. Now, did not the white respondents often say they were heavier than they really were?
Right, exactly. Their whole perception of their bodies was, oh, I'm fat. I'm really, really fat. And these girls were very healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't fat, but based on what they're measuring themselves up to.
Tell us now about the black girls.
Now, the black girls, when we asked them the same identical question, normally the general rule was it was very flexible. These girls explained themselves as the ideal girl. If I was talking to a girl who was short, heavy-set, short hair, that was the description I got. If I was talking to a girl who was tall, with straight curly hair, that was the description I got. There was no cookie-cutter image that they described themselves of.
Now, let me just be general here and step all over your research imprecisely. That's what we do here on
Step away.
White girls wanted to be thinner, almost to a respondent. Black girls were more comfortable with their own body.
Right, exactly.
Black girls liked their, I don't want to say plumpness, that's misleading.
No, they liked their roundness, their shapeliness, because it's tied more into just the physical attribute.
But is this reinforced by boys, adolescent black males?
It's reinforced by males, it's reinforced at home that you are, you're more than your physical self.
But is it not also true that I don't know if do black males express their interest in round young
exactly.
girls?
And so did the girls. The girls would talk about themselves, they would say things like, boys like girls who are thick. These are fat words. They would talk in words of fat, P-H-A-T, fat, not F-A-T, fat. So, I mean, they're talking in words that are even fat words.
I don't know what's P-H-A-T, I don't know why that's...
P-H-A-T, fat, is what the adolescents now say is really fantastic. Anything that's fat is got it going on.
So, show me a young black teenager, male,
and
I'll show you a person who's not interested in a tall bag of bones.
Exactly.
But neither is the white kid necessarily in
exactly.
But the white girl is.
Well, the white girl is because it's tied to another image. It's tied to a whole concept of self.
Right. But this sounds like the black girls are much healthier and comfortable with themselves than are the white girls.
They are. They seem to be. When we asked the black girls if they would be friends with this ideal girl that they described, the first thing they said was, it would depend. Is she a nice person?
The black girl said that.
Right. Is she easy to talk to? Is she someone that we can sit down and be friends with? It was not about competition and envy. It was more about cooperation and reciprocity, which I think comes from them knowing that you're more than your physical self. You know, beautiful is more, I mean, everybody's heard pretty is as pretty does, you know, and it's how you carry yourself. And if you're big, a big woman, and you're not Farrah Fawcett or you're not Kate Moss or somebody else, but if you're able to pull that all together and make it work for you when you present yourself, then you're beautiful.
And anorexia, bulimia, eating disorders are much less common in the black female world.
Exactly, exactly.
And we'll be back in just a moment. I would ask just one second, my friend, Colette Marie Sims. We have certainly, you've discovered something very positive about the self-image of black girls. Obviously, this is about, on average, obviously there are miserable black teenagers of all colors and genders. But this is a plus, isn't it? This review is a positive result for black women, is it?
Most definitely.
But you tell me that, you know, not all is well in teenage land for either color. Do you want to talk about that, or?
Well, yeah, not all is well. And
talking about appearance and how we feel emotionally about it, so on.
Because emotionally, how you feel about yourself is how you present and negotiate through school, job, church, home, and so on and so forth. And if you have a really healthy sense of who you are, then how you present yourself, then you have chances of survival. You know, and it's all not well when young women are going to extremes to reify their parts and cut themselves up based on what they see out in the dominant culture as how they're supposed to be. You know, I think if there's one thing that I would want to say, you know, to all those girls that are needlessly dieting and getting things done to their bodies to fit this model image, it would be that I take it from Leonard Gates, who did an interview of our work a while back, and it's basically, eat, child. Barbie is a doll, not a goal. Okay?
Yes.